Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and Hollywood's collapsing. And it's wonderful to see. The reason why it's wonderful to see is because I don't know. I'm quite sure if any of you guys probably followed me from early on during the pandemic, and stuff like that when I kind of started my channel, or if you guys are familiar with my Instagram stuff in my stories. I've always talked about how I thought it was always stupid for the streaming stuff to happen, for us to be trapped in the house this long, for Disney buying up so much crap, and now it's starting to hit the fan. And now with these strikes happening, and people are just over the strike and over everything else, it's just one of those things where you just kind of like, yeah, it kind of makes sense, as much as some people want to try to pretend like, oh no, ain't nothing wrong, nothing's ever going wrong, you don't know what you're talking about, you're just hating or whatever, you don't want to see people succeed or whatever nonsense. I mean, at this point, at this stage of the game, what is that supposed to succeed in? You know what I'm saying? They've taken everything we've loved, especially entertainment wise, especially in America, and literally destroyed it. Because I saw the whole thing where people were attacking As for the pronouns things, which I'm disappointed in a lot of YouTubers who attacked As and said that he was being over dramatic, when it was a clip from a stream of him playing the Bethesda game for 8 to 7 hours. Like, at least if you're going to attack the man, at least get most of the information correct before you go and just assume he was only upset about pronouns. It is past just pronouns and stuff like that. First off, from what I heard, from what I've seen, the game's not even optimized all that great any goddamn way. So you already got a video game that's not even there. But then now you got places talking about you can't mod out pronouns at all, and that people who criticize Starfield are racist and homophobes or whatever. And it's kind of funny. It's always funny how y'all are like, it's no big deal, it's just pronouns, or it's no big deal, it's just that. Okay, great. So when people mod the crap out of it, or when they don't want to deal with it, why is it when I don't want to deal with the pronouns, the LGBT stuff, the race swap versions of characters, the ugly females, something's wrong with me? But it's okay to push that crap on me. I mean, it's okay to push that stuff on everybody else because a few people want to feel welcomed or feel like their existence matter. Newsflash, your existence doesn't matter, my existence doesn't matter. The world moves on with or without us. So this whole thing about I need to see myself in shit needs to stop. It really does. Not everything needs to have California opinions. It really doesn't. Not everything needs to have LGBT crap in it. Not everything needs to have pronouns in it. Not everything needs to be diversity and inclusion. Not everything needs to be ugly females. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. The average woman is gorgeous, but to be honest, I'm seeing ugly ass women in media and entertainment, and y'all want to push it. Body positivity is starting to fail right now because of Lizzo fat ass, which of course it was always doomed to fail. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen? You can't keep telling people, hey, it's okay to be fat as fuck and eat whatever the hell you want to. Oh wait, that's only for women though. Men, you better get in shape. You gotta look good or whatever and stuff like that. Now you can't be unhealthy because most women wouldn't give you a damn chance. But men, you have to like women at every size because they give birth to children. Okay, and yes, that's great. Congratulations. Something that your body is supposed to do. That doesn't necessarily mean you let yourself go. Or just because you want to eat unhealthy doesn't mean that you're supposed to let yourself be fat as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Again, I mean, I'm not going to agree with it because I'm going to the gym to get in shape. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the pandemic weight on me. You know, I sat there and gorged like a motherfucker during the pandemic, and ooh boy, my weight kind of said woo, and I didn't even really think about it at the time. So yes, I'm getting back in shape. I'm not gonna sit up here. You'll never see me on social media promoting my fatness, and it's like, yeah, ladies, you better like this. You gonna love me at every size. No, that's not how that damn work. Disney has been failing all of their IPs. Let's talk about that too as well. Disney has failed all of their IPs right now. Star Wars, nobody gives a damn about. They even try to say, 14 million people was watching Ahsoka, and then there was other people there was other articles and stuff saying, not so fast. That's a lie. 14 million people were not watching Ahsoka, which of course that's believable because I mean nobody's really talking about Ahsoka. You get what I'm saying? You have killed the brand Star Wars, and again, you have nobody to blame but yourself. The asinine thing about you had 3 of the original trilogy characters that people wanted to see, and you didn't put them in a scene together. That will always be a fucking messed up nonsense. Like, I've never seen a company do something so stupid. But I already knew it was stupid when they had said that the EU is not canon to Star Wars anymore and it's going to be in Legends. Oh my lord. So all of that stuff that was made for the Star Wars universe, the expanding universe of Star Wars, because not everything could be shown on TV, film, or whatever, doesn't count, even though now they still want to pull from that extending universe that just doesn't exist all of a sudden because they have no source material to take from, let Kathleen Kennedy say. And that's another problem too, not firing fucking females. No offense. Ever since I've seen females in entertainment business right now, the recent years, I'm not saying, I'm going to say before 2016, female executives or writers or whatever, they were doing a good job. But then all of a sudden, the 2016 and now, these females that come in nowadays, they're there for hiring purposes, to make it look good for their ESG scores, the higher diversity inclusion, because females never get a chance to do anything, let them claim it or whatever, and all they're doing is proving that as leaders, females are terrible right now. I'm just being honest, because then they force the hand of the company to accommodate. Don't forget about Disney's not so secret gay agenda from one of the damn head honchos at Disney that's in charge of putting all that kind of nonsense into film, television, stuff like that. There were literally a city hall, that video that was literally of them talking about this nonsense, and yet y'all still want to be like, oh, people are just crazy. No, they're literally telling you what they're not gonna do. Kathleen Kennedy ran Star Wars to the fucking ground. Victoria Alonso ran the MCU down to the goddamn ground. Alyssa Wong wrote fucking She-Hulk. That was garbage. You get what I'm saying? Like, Ann Chernoff destroyed fucking WB and DCEU because of her ego. Like, I don't know how many more examples we gotta keep going where we have these females in these positions knowing damn well they really don't belong there at all, and give bad advice to their companies, or kind of force the company's hand to have them there, because we wouldn't want a whole Me Too incident, which that's another thing. The whole Me Too incident thing, that was some bullshit on bullshit. What it was supposed to start off as good intentions, but all it did was have every woman come out of nowhere and say that men did things to me without really any goddamn proof, and then we believe it, and then we got innocent victims, their lives being destroyed because of it. Hello, Johnny Depp. Just saying, like, if that's not the major cause of like how the Me Too era is full of bullshit, I don't know what to goddamn tell you. You know what I'm saying? So it is kind of crazy. And then let's get into the whole fact of Disney going against Florida. What the fuck was that? You don't have no right to go against a damn state that's literally letting you stay in their city. The fact that y'all had so much freedom. You had so much freedom with your stupid district, while other amusement parks had to pay, had to go through different things and outlets or whatever to get things approved. Disney didn't have that problem. And then for Disney to go against them because you got mad because parents of Florida was like, look, this LGBT nonsense that we don't want our children to know about right now needs to stop. Because people were trying to teach children sexuality crap as early as 3 years old. Like, no, absolutely not. And I'm sorry, as a parent do have the right to tell the government the government and school district on what will be approved at school and what will not be approved at school. So the fact that Disney even fought against that is mind-blowing for a family company who's supposed to put family first. Then you got Bob Iger being a schoolgirl because he didn't want to give up his position as CEO to Bob Chapek. Bob Chapek wanted to try to do something with the company, and Iger didn't like that Chapek wasn't doing things his way, and literally ousted the man so he can take the fall for half the failures that was going on in Disney when it really wasn't even him. Everything that happened was because Bob Iger had left all of that stuff in place. All of that stuff was greenlit under Bob Iger. And then the implements that Chapek was trying to do, where he was trying to cut costs and mitigate and get rid of some of the people that they didn't have, cut 7,000 jobs or whatever. When people was like, oh, we're gonna oust his ass or whatever, Iger did the same damn thing. Oh yeah, your precious Iger, y'all precious Iger, set up there. The only thing he's good at is just buying shit up. But he can't manage it. And then try to turn every fucking brand that you buy outside of Disney, a Disney princess brand. Because we need more females. No, fuck them. And fuck that shit. Most of Disney caters to fucking females. So why the hell would you buy brands outside of that audience who has a predominantly male audience and was like, we need to make more, we need to add females into it? What are you smoking the fucking crack that Jesus gave? Like, why? And then you see what happened when you did that. People walked away. You can't change a property or franchise who have a big male audience and try to shift it to female, stupid. That's like trying to shift Disney princesses to a male audience. It was never going to work. And the fact that y'all thought that shit was going to work was completely stupid. Then, not to mention, overpriced tickets, overpriced hotels, and you really think people going to show up? You're literally pushing out the middle class. You're literally pushing out the middle class. Yeah, that's another problem. And then, not to mention, we still got these celebrities trying to preach to us about how wrong we are about this and that and stuff like that. And it's like, motherfuckers, please shut the fuck up. I don't need you trying to tell me how my life is wrong or what I don't do or what I better do or what I better watch or all that kind of nonsense. Kiss my ass. You don't have no right to tell me about how to live nothing. You arrogant bastards. All right? Why you think nobody's on the side of the damn strike? Why you think nobody cares about the strike? Because of shit like this. You got people that sit up here trying to tell the audience how terrible they are. But then at the end of the day, be like, oh, but can you please support my movie or whatever? But then talk trash about the movie or the franchise or whatever. Rachel Ziegler, it's not 1945 anymore. And we're just trying to change things for a modern audience. Are you fucking kidding me? Bitch, you starred in 3 movies so far that flopped at the box office. And talking about you the man to get paid every hour on the hour when a movie is streamed. Oh, please, kiss my ass. There are workers at Disney that look like damn Disney princesses that work on the hour, every hour, got pictures taken of themselves as these Disney princesses, and don't even get paid barely minimum wage. And you really want to complain right now, girl, if you don't go on somewhere before you get slapped? I mean, that's just with any celebrity. Producers the same thing too. Well, my job is just to make things that I thought was true and stuff like that. And who cares if the audience don't like it or not? I don't know, the company that hired you to make the fucking show or the movie, profitable, stupid. Or let's use Blue Beetle as an example. We wanted to focus on the Latina and the Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the first time a Hispanic hero's been on the big screen. First off, fucking lie. Let's stop lying right now. And stop trying to do a lightning in the bottle crap with Black Panther, all right? Enough of that crap. Oh, and then because people didn't go and see it, and because the Hispanics didn't go and see it, it was because of Hurricane Hillary, and it was because Latino people didn't get it. They didn't get it. No, Hispanics are smarter than you think. Unlike black folks, they know when the fuck they fucking being pandered to. That's why they asses didn't go and watch the bullshit. Oh, sorry to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and let's not get into let's get into the nitty gritty with Warner Brothers and DCEU. Let's tell your audience that's been waiting for the return of Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, and the story plots that Zack Snyder had. No, fuck that. We're going to reboot the universe. So all of the 5 DCEU movies that were in development and production, fuck them. They don't matter. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, no big deal. You know what I mean? Like, who the hell cares, right? Why should we care? We're going to reboot the DCEU because the real DC fans need to see DC movies, because ever since the DCEU started with Zack Snyder stuff, we've been colossal failure, even though each movie that Zack Snyder has been involved with from the DCEU has produced over $600 million worldwide. But no, that's a failure. But then the movies after he left, pretty much after Aquaman, most of them can't even crack 300 million. But they were so successful. Oh, yes, let's hire the problematic director who's famous for having fart dicks and dad jokes for a long time. Got fired from Disney when all of his old stuff came back. Then they felt pity on him because, the Guardians team had took up for him like morons they are. And they brought him back for Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which struggled to make any kind of damn money. Yeah, sure, movie was great, but it still struggled compared to its Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. They expected it to make more money than those 2 movies. And Disney had to purposely keep that movie in theaters as long as it could so it could rank up some money. How that work? Now all of those messages are coming back because now people are finding out that he doesn't really like Batman and Superman, but he's supposed to be in charge of doing Batman and Superman content for the DCU. Ooh, wow, how does that work? Huh. What happened to, and then there's articles now, what happened to the DC fans? Oh, they sit at home because guess what? I don't know how many times you have to call your audience cultists and attack them for wanting to see the story plots that Snyder had started. For a movie universe, yeah, I expect to continue the storylines that was started in the beginning, and I expected to see the actors 10 years. 10 years and you ain't got no fucking well because you morons listen to people on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and Rotten Tomatoes because they gave bad reviews for your movie, so you had to panic even though those movies were profitable. But then when they give you critically acclaim for the movies like Suicide Squad and Peacemaker and Birds of Prey and the Fabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, Wonder Woman 1984, Shazam Fury, well, no, not Shazam Fury the Gods, that's a lie. I'm not even gonna throw that in there. Those movies couldn't even crack 200 million, most of them, especially your precious James Gunn, the Suicide Squad movie. Say what you want about the original Suicide Squad movie, but it made 758 million worldwide. I mean, y'all keep saying that movie was terrible, but if it was so terrible, why does the merchandise for the first movie sell more than the second movie? Huh? Excuse me? What was that? Yeah, that's what I thought. And then the dismal whole live action remake crap from Disney again. We're going on a whole bunch of stuff right now. I'm jumping on why Hollywood is failing at the moment. Everything is just boring and soulless. I mean, you ain't got nothing to show from it. Yeah, at first we was watching it because curiosity killed the cat, but now people are fed up with the live action remakes from Disney, from anybody, honestly. The only successful live action remake we've had in recent memories is the One Piece live action, because Oda was like, absolutely not. If you're going to adapt my stuff, you're going to do it correctly, or we're not doing it at all. That's how he felt about it, and he was right. And critics and Hollywood are trying to attack that, talking about, oh, they gave too much to the audience. They went accurate with the source material. There wasn't enough diversity and inclusion. Why wasn't there no LGBT stuff in it? Like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Don't nobody want to hear, see, or deal with that crap. Shut the fuck up with that nonsense. Oda did correctly. And maybe if y'all went the route that Oda did, maybe Disney and all these other companies who are doing live action remakes wouldn't be failing right about now. Little Mermaid, $550 million worldwide on a what? On a $350 million budget? That's not much of shit. You know what I'm saying? Plus marketing, we add another $100 million to that. CGI was fucking terrible. Race swapping Ariel was stupid. They can't sell live action Little Mermaid's merchandise. Ariel is their most profitable Disney princess that they constantly make merchandise for. And yet, they can't sell live action Little Mermaid shit because nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. Sitting on shelf, the same as Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel. Like, even the fucking Loki shit is sitting on the shelf. There's a reason why you can't do all of this nonsense, Hollywood. And now y'all want to go on strike and ask for more money. Newsflash, these companies don't have the money to do it no more. They don't. The capital isn't there. People aren't watching this shit no more. Because you want to know why? Because most of the shit is terrible. Then again, you attack the fans, you attack the audience, you tell them it's not for them. Well, what the fuck? What did you think was going to happen? You called the fans racist, homophobes, sexist, cultists, and then expect them to watch your shit. Then you got the actors attacking the audience again, and you expect the audience to buy and watch your shit. I'm sorry, you attack me, you call me all these kind of terrible things. Why the fuck would I watch your shit or buy your merchandise? Then go to conventions. You can't even fucking you can't really talk about shit that you like from the actors because the actors can't talk and shit because this fucking strike. That don't make no sense. Because everybody wants residuals and think that the studio got that kind of stuff. No, they really don't. I'm just going to be honest with you. They can't pay y'all fucking residuals. Matter of fact, welcome to the real world where you don't get paid residuals. Even if you help a company. And there's video of me doing stuff for a company and shit like that. And I don't get residuals from it. I'm just being honest with you. It was a job. It was a contract. It is what it is. Yes, maybe back in the day you probably could have did that because we didn't have streaming services or whatever, stuff like that. But nowadays, no, you can't afford to ask for that kind of shit. You can't afford to ask for that kind of shit. And again, you don't know how much watch time is happening with these shows you're in. So honestly, these companies are losing hand over fist on a lot of these shows or whatever. That's why they have to go up on tiers and stuff like that. That's why they have to do ad thing. At this point, I'd rather go back to fucking cable. The whole point of streaming services was to get away from some of that shit. I'm just being honest. I'd rather watch these shows on TV than to go on the streaming services and get interrupted with commercials. You know what I'm saying? Then, not to mention, California is in some bullshit because of the shithole it looks like. Oh my God, it looks fucking terrible. And then with the whole people can rob or whatever up to $900 worth of stuff. Seeing so many videos popping up, and it's my own fucking people mostly. What the fuck, y'all? You always want to talk about the world is against black people, but then y'all do shit like this. You ain't helping nobody fucking cause. Oh, and then we find out that Black Lives Matter was fake, which, no shit, Sherlock. No shit, Sherlock. Duh, of course the fucking shit was fake. Could have told you that shit a long time ago. But no. I hate black people, even though I'm fucking black myself. You never want to see black people succeed. I do. That's why I'm critical about the bullshit. That's why I'm critical on this shit. Because I know it's stupid. I know what I'm being pandered to. I know what I'm being used. Then I want to go back in history and try to put black people in shit that don't make no damn sense. When history would say we would be enslaved or killed. Or it wouldn't exist over in that country at the time because the world wasn't open like that. You don't know what you're talking about. No, I do. It's called read a fucking history book. You know, newsflash, there are books out here that you can read. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, if you took history classes, which, you know, is mandatory for you, you would know that. You would know how not open the world was. I'm just being honest. Oh, and let's talk about how a lot of these shows, movies, and stuff like that want to constantly reboot the continuity or whatever. DC and Marvel definitely, but mostly DC at this point. We have went through fucking 3 or 4 reboots, and we're talking about continuity wise in less than 10 years. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck do you think I'm supposed to do with that shit? Why would I stay with this continuity? Why would I even put time and effort into it when I already know that you're going to reboot the continuity? You know what I'm saying? At this point, you just end it all. Comic book, the characters suck, and then people talking about, oh, you guys don't read the independent stuff or whatever, stuff like that. Well, newsflash, if DC and Marvel are terrible, why would people give chances to independent stuff? And then some of the independent creators that are doing well, y'all are against it. I ain't never seen so many white people and even some black folks. But it's really funny how y'all say, if you don't like something, go create it yourself. Okay, so why when a person go and create it themselves, why all the hate? Why all the hate? Why all the hate? Let me know, because I'm kind of confused on this whole situation. I'm confused on this whole situation. You tell us it's not made for you. If you don't like it, do it yourself. Come up with something better. Then when people actually succeed in that kind of shit, there are videos saying how wrong that person is, and then y'all get very racist about it. Uncle Tom, Coon, white supremacists. What? 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 But I'm making millions? Excuse me? How that work? You know? How does that work? Oh, and in Hollywood, oh, you think you can push the LGBT shit onto the American people? Target, but like, how those stocks looking? Oh yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah. People are tired. You have forced too much LGBT nonsense into the world. Newsflash. 3%. 3%. And yet, for some reason, every year, every month, every week, it is a push for the LGBT community, and yet y'all still keep talking about y'all oppressed. No, bitches, y'all are the most liberated community on the planet at this point. I mean, laws are literally getting changed because if somebody don't talk about somebody's pronouns correctly or identify them as their fake gender or whatever. I mean, come on now. We literally had a fucking man make a mockery of females for 365 days and got money. Woo! Tell me I'm not preaching. Tell me, because I'm confused. I'm confused on how the fuck that shit work. Then you got men competing in women competitions, beating their asses several times over. Woo! Tell somebody. But we want to be inclusive for everybody, while women are getting fucking destroyed by these men who claim they're women. Woo! Don't take my word for it. Just look at it. Look at it. You know what I'm saying? They were diluting our brands. We're diluting our brands with joke shows like My Adventures with Superman, Harley Quinn, MODOK. Most of the MCU at this point. Disney's Marvel's Spider-Man, Marvel's Avengers video game, like, terrible craps, looks horrible, make fun of the characters, not in a funny parody way, but in a funny, if you gotta go to gruesome ways to get your point across, when, there's other shows that parody that, then, hey, I don't know what to tell you. Video game female characters looking like fucking men. Am I lying? Overpriced video games, consoles, just things in general, overpriced for no goddamn reason, and then complain about, I wonder why people aren't buying it. Well, overpriced. Then you make changes that nobody asks for. You don't give the audience what they want. You give the audience what you think they want, based on your judgment and your feelings. I mean, I don't know what to fucking tell you. I don't know what to tell you. The answer is pretty simple why Hollywood is burning. But, hey, we gonna keep talking. We gonna just keep this up, right? Right? While nothing ever changes. Then you find out that the WGA association denied the plea deal. I mean, the deal that that studios were given, which they would have been paid $11,000 a week. The only thing is, they wanted writers and to be coverage. No, you are work for hire, bitch. You don't get that luxury. And again, everybody that keep talking about insurance and being coverage and all that kind of nonsense, I'm sorry to tell you this. You're going to have to cover yourself. You can't rely on everybody. You can't rely on the union, and you definitely can't rely on the company that you work for. And again, talking from experience, I pay my own way. I pay my own way. I ain't never letting the company cover my black ass ever again. Because when I got fired and I lost my insurance, oh, it was terrible. It was a tragedy. And I said from then on in, whether I got to pay it out of pocket or not, I will. I'm covered. I'm covered. Hell, I'm even going to cover me some more life insurance just for the fuck of it. Yeah, it's a little bit costly, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. And guess what? I don't make half of nothing of what everybody on there complaining about. Oh, I don't get that much residuals and stuff like that. Well, sorry, you do get a flat rate, right? You better start learning how to save and invest correctly and stuff like that. And another thing that I'm getting kind of tired of. Your favorite actor or celebrity or whatever, when you was growing up or whatever, they didn't make that much money. And am I supposed to feel sorry for that? You signed the contract. You signed the agreement. You wanted to be there so bad that you signed it. That's on you. That's on you. Your residuals is the conventions and other shows or movies or whatever you do. I'm sorry to tell you this, but that whole guilt trip of, oh, while you guys watching your shows or whatever, these people weren't getting paid. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I thank them for their services by watching the show. That's out of my hands. That's out of my hands. You got to negotiate better. But I can already tell you, you ain't going to get residuals. Residuals ain't here no more. Could you maybe get a few of residuals maybe the first couple of months of the show's lifespan? Maybe, possibly. You know what I'm saying? But if it's not syndicated, if your show's not syndicated, or if your movie's not a rotating movie or whatever, then no, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. I know some people are like, well, there's still people who get residual checks to this day. Okay, and that's great that some people do get residual checks. But I'm just going to be honest with you. Not everybody's going to get it, and not everybody can afford it. And what's crazy is that, there are lesser known people outside of the actors that are, the little small workers, and I do feel sorry for them. But at the same time, it's just like, what's that old saying? When one bad apple's spoil the bunch, one bad apple spoiled the bunch for all of y'all, and that's sad. But if you really cared, y'all would come to an agreement and understand that when it's called negotiations, you're not going to get everything you want. You gotta pull and take. That's how I look at it. That is exactly how I'm looking at it. And then you got what? You got Biden. You got Biden over there throwing crap out in the UK. Y'all was over there supporting his monkey ass. Most of y'all in Hollywood, telling people, we gotta do better. We gotta do relief for Ukraine or whatever and stuff like that. Hawaii's fucking burnt down. Barely nothing. Barely nothing, because we got to pay money to Ukraine because they're our allies. For what? For what? Ukraine don't even like half of us. But we're supposed to support them because they have a dispute with Russia. Again, that saying, you need to fix your own. You can't fix somebody else's backyard when your backyard is fucked up. The fact that y'all didn't put all y'all time and effort and focus into Hawaii, I should be seeing more news report about Hawaii than that fucking war in Ukraine. I don't give a damn. I don't care about another country's shit. I really don't. Are they attacking America? No? Okay then. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. I want to focus on where's the relief for Maui. Then you get your multi-billionaire friend, The Rock and Oprah, to be like, hey, we donated $10 million and we would like for you to donate some money too. Bitch, please get the fuck out of here right now. The government needs to be doing that. You know, all that taxpayer money that goes to fucking Ukraine? Get that shit and give it to Maui. Don't ask us. We already get taxed. The donated money went to Ukraine from our tax money. Tax that shit back over to Maui. You pay it. And if you're going to talk about excuse me, I'm sorry. If you're going to talk about doing something, don't talk about it. Just do it. Like Dolly Parton did. I'm just being honest. A lot of y'all got money where the celebrities, the elites or whatever, where that's chump change for you. But don't ask the American people right now when we're in a recession. I'm just being honest. There's a time and a place for it. And, you know, as much as we would love to help Maui, the American people, a lot of us ain't got it. That's the thing a lot of people ain't understanding. We ain't got it. We ain't got it. Most of us are living paycheck to paycheck right now. Like, you miss one paycheck, that's it. Ain't nobody thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? The government should have been taking the money that they have for Ukraine, fuck Ukraine, and you go over there and you help Maui. Maui's important because Maui is an actual state of the United States, which a lot of people forget that fucking Hawaii is a damn actual state for the United States. I couldn't believe how many people were like, I didn't know Hawaii was part of the United States. What? What? It's not a foreign fucking country. It's part of the United States. It is literally the last fucking state that was acquired. Jesus Christ, what happened? But you asking me for money. Bitch, please. Bitch, please. Get the fuck out of here. Get the hell out of here right now. Come on now. Come on. Stop insulting my intelligence right now. Stop insulting my intelligence. You can't ask me for money. As much as I want to help, as much as the American people do want to help, we ain't got it to spell. People are going back to school, family emergencies. Hell, I just spent half my money on renovating stuff for the house because it needed to be fixed. Ain't no government coming over there to help my black ass. Think somebody wanted to spend $500 here, $600 here, and I barely make enough. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I'm still recovering from the pandemic. I lost everything. Had to move back in with mother. Yeah. So you want to talk about some hardships? Talk about starting over when you lost everything. Yeah. When you lost everything. So Don't tell me I don't know what it's like to lose things or whatever. Oh, I know. I know. It's just that this Hollywood nonsense, Hollywood's burning itself down, and it was preventable. But your job was to entertain us at the time where we needed it. And instead of you entertaining, you preached to us, you attacked us, you called us names, you wanted us to go against propaganda piece, you accused us of being Nazi, when the truth is y'all are being more Nazis and communists than anything else, because y'all agreed and went along with bullshit with the government and all that nonsense. But that's neither here nor there. What are you expecting? What are you expecting from us, Hollywood? This is what you get. You have literally burned almost every IP and franchise you had that had a fan base because you wanted to do different things. You want to attack everybody for not agreeing with your nonsense, not giving in to the diversity and inclusion, the LGBT nonsense. I don't know what to tell you. Again, I don't know what to tell you. You're burning and it's good it is delicious to see, especially Disney right now, since Disney has its hands in almost everything. You get what you deserve. You get what you deserve. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. Sorry, Tululu, but I don't have enough give a fuck anymore. I don't. I don't. It is why I'm going outside of America for entertainment. Manga, anime, K-drama, telenovelas. They're giving me what I want. Yeah, there are a few American things that are, but for the most part, it's really, if I'm watching most of the good stuff from America, is literally the old stuff that I got on DVD and Blu-ray. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what damn tell you. I really don't know what to fucking tell you. I really don't. But Hollywood is burning. And again, you have nobody to blame but yourselves. The the American government has failed us. Hollywood has failed us. And now the American people are tired. They have woken up to the nonsense. It is what it is. Modern sensibilities have destroyed today's culture, and it keeps us from moving forward because people are done. People are done. Honestly, most movies and shows I don't care for that are coming out today. I can give a damn. I haven't watched really anything coming from Marvel and DC. Um, Joy. It's been a long time. I can definitely tell you that. And it's y'all fault. The same thing with like geek culture kind of thing too. You know, it is what it is. Um, and then of course, another thing too that Hollywood likes to preach is how women don't need no man, love is stupid, girl boss empowerment bullshit that don't nobody want to hear. I'm sick of hearing it too. I'm sick of hearing that crap too. Honestly, we're humans. We're designed to be with each other. We're designed to need each other and stuff like that. This whole nonsense of uplifting females by putting down men crap ain't working no more for me. And don't and I'm getting tired of that's another one too that keeps talking about they're being oppressed too. Let that shit go with the nonsense. You ain't being oppressed. If anything, y'all allowed to say whatever the hell you want to about somebody, and people believe it. Or did y'all forget about the Me Too movement? And I'm just being honest. Like, come on now. Let's cut the crap. Let's cut the crap, Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, Y'all keep making all these dumb decisions, don't know what's going on. Then y'all get on y'all little mighty horses, high and mighty horses, and then try to preach to us and tell us how we're wrong. So you get what you get. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Oh God, this is like a 50-minute. What is this? I guess this would be considered a podcast, right? Because holy crap. Wow, that is 50 minutes. I didn't realize I had went this long. But anyway, you guys let me know in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.